guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, what's shaking, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers. Shout out to everybody out there rocking with the channel.
As always, make sure you like, subscribe, with the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. Up-and-coming artists, man, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. If you got a full song you want us to do, we can get that done. Or if you want to be placed in the front of one of our up-and-coming videos, we do about 60 seconds of your song. We can do that as well, man. Either way, information's down below. All right, man. So we getting back to the Clipse, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
dude, man. Like, you know, I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. You know what I'm saying? I've heard the album. Ryan has not heard.
No, I haven't heard it. So I'm excited.
Yeah, he hasn't heard it. So this
that
is
last joint was on.
Yeah, So Be It. Go check out our reaction to So Be It. That's crazy. I put up on Twitter a little quote saying that I think, that was me, I think that right now, at this very moment, I have Clipse having the rap album of the year. I got them in the forefront right now.
Okay,
I was really impressed by the album overall. Overall. So let's get into it.
Yeah, man.
Clipse, P.O.V. featuring Tyler, the Creator.
Kilos in my mind back, take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists. Where's my prize at?
Let's stop it right there. I heard Ryan. You know, I heard you laughing at a couple lines, man. But
yeah, buddy. What'd he say? I take Amtrak down south, then she flies back.
Yeah.
I like the way he had the cadence on it too. That she flies back, but you know, all them drug references, man. That shit just it just hits, man.
My connect has ponytails. You know what I'm saying? And they tied back.
Yeah.
So obviously you're envisioning, you know, a Cuban, you know what I'm saying, something like that, like Cuban cartel guy. You know, whatever. However, they did, usually when they're portrayed in movies, to connect the plug. They're typically, you know, long hair, ponytails, and this and that. So he's playing on what we've come to know, or what we in movies and cinema, what the connect typically looks like. So I like how he put that. He said they content create. I despise that. I create content and then they tries that. You know what I'm saying? So they're imitating, right? They're copying. You're biting our style and shit because we are the tastemakers, man. We are ahead of the game, man. We are the dudes that's setting the trends, man. And they content create. You know what I mean? They go into whatever they do, trying to get clicks and go viral and do trendy shit. You know what I'm saying? We over here with it, and we create the sauce, and then they copy the sauce.
Like, we'll try that. Let's try that.
Yeah, exactly.
It worked for him.
That's something, you know, I think we should do this.
I topped all these lists. Where's my prize at? I mean, I'm killing this shit. Pusha like, man, dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm still, motherfuckers are still talking about me. I'm still out here making waves and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? On some gangster shit, on some drug shit. Right. You know what I mean? Where my prize at?
Where's my celebration? That was where everybody at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's dope. And one thing that Pusha said throughout the press run, and I don't know if it was on the Jadakiss, and shout out to Jadakiss and Fat Joe, they have a podcast. And I don't know if it was on a Jadakiss podcast, but one of the podcasts that they were on. Pusha said that Pharrell, when they were creating this album, he said one thing that Pharrell said was that, you know, because Pharrell's always ahead of him. He's always futuristic with his shit. He's very creative. He's guy's brilliant at what he does when it comes to just making beats and producing. Not just beat making, but actually producing for the artist, giving them feedback and telling them what to change and what to add. And he was just like, I guess they were doing a song, and he was like, yeah, that's cool, but it don't got that catch. You know what I'm saying? We need that catch. And I know exactly what he's talking about when. And there's about 1 billion rap, especially, you know, listening to New York rap and East Coast rap. There's 1 billion people that's talking about selling coke. But when Pusha came on this track, P.O.V's kilos in my Maybach, take Amtrak down south and she flies back. That's the catch. I feel like that's that. Yeah, we talk about coke, but we're doing it in a cool, like a creative way, cadence wise, right? Yeah. It's catchy. Dun, dun, that comes from something too. That dun 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 dun. It's a certain. I don't know if it's a game show or some shit I heard that on, but anyways, that's the catch. Clipse has a way of making this the drug raps and this grittiness. There's a catchiness to it. It's true. And everything. Even so be it too. Even so be it in the beat that so be it. It's just a certain slickness and catchiness that they have that I think separates them from a lot of, like, I can name names, but I'm not gonna name names. Underground drug rappers. You know what I'm saying? This is polished catchiness to it. So shout out to them. Let's get back to it.
back, take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists, where's my prize at? All I see is 60-day stars and 20-year thousandaires. Not enough shopping, whole lot of browsing ads. My reinvention, I know you thinking how's.
Talk to him, Pusha. Talk to him. Talk to him. I see all these motherfuckers perpetrate like they make all this money. Talk to him, boy. Talk to him. 60-day stars.
20-year.
Thousandaires. You stuck there forever, man. You ain't graduated yet, man.
Yeah,
you ain't up the game yet. You know what I'm saying? You saw not enough shopping, a whole lot of browsinaires. Oh, we just browsing. We just browsing.
Browsinaires, though.
20 years, though.
20 years is crazy. 20 year
thousand. When did Jim Jones shit come out? Was that
dude. Yeah, it's been at least. Yeah. On My Way to Church, right? When did On My Way to Church come out, right? 2004. On My Way to Church came out in 2004, dude. Like, so.
Yeah, so that fits the description.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Just a theory.
If that's what it is.
Just a theory.
Hey, you know.
All right, let's get back to it.
Not enough shopping, whole lot of browsing ads. My reinvention, I know you thinking how's it fair? You stream kings, but you never fit a crowd in there. Supreme team parallels when the powder clears. I seen things that I'm still not even proud to share. You Zeus Network niggas, you hear me loud and clear. Get these 5,500 to hosting niggas out of here. Sand color Rolls Royce, we like Saudis here. The only Audi here is driven by my owl pair. Ghost face with the wrist, bird falconer. Willie Falcone trunk full of talcum here. Shotgun with your ex feels like Malcolm's near. Send a hit through a text, ain't no shouting here. Bypass MIA, too much crowd in there. I spent summers with connects.
Yo, he went crazy on some laid back shit.
Yeah, he did.
On some I just woke up shit. One of the songs Lil Baby said, like, ain't no back and forth, He's like, you can beat me in arguing. Ain't gonna be no back and forth until we catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit here and argue with you, man. I'm gonna just send a text. You know what I'm saying? Let my man.
I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the wolves. Just please handle this, please. But coming off of that, not enough shouting, whole lot of browsing airs. He said my reinvention. You know what I'm saying? I know you thinking, how's it fair? So when you think of the Clipse have been around, for a while, man, since Lord Willing. Yeah, that came out 03-ish, around there, 02, maybe around there, man. So that's a very long time. So they've had a chance to sort of, I feel like they've constantly been somewhat relevant every time they've released an album. And then, Pusha gets with Kanye and then sort of reinvents himself as well under the good music umbrella. We know Kanye was super lit, with good music. So, and then we know that Pusha wrote for Kanye as well. So it's just they seem to always find ways to just kind of be relevant and just just to kind of find that sort of catch to get people to pay attention to their projects, man.
Yeah. So,
and then he's saying, how's it fair? And I still think this is going at Jim Jones a little bit because this is like he comes from the same class.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's his peer directly.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
He's like, yo, how is he still relevant? How is he
doing it? Motherfucker killing it still. Stream kings, but you never fit a crowd in there.
Just slick talk. Slick talk, man.
Oh, man. I don't know if that's Jim Jones or whoever, you know what I'm saying? But apparently you could do a lot of streaming, but
you ain't filling up them venues, though.
Are you making money, though? Are you really doing it? Are you really selling out? Are you really getting people to come see you?
You got real fans? I don't know. That's the ultimate stamp. When you got people coming up and willing to buy tickets to physically come see you, like that. That's the ultimate.
That's what you said. Like back in the day, we had to buy CDs.
Yep.
You knew you was committed if that you supported that artist. If you went physically and bought a fucking CD.
That's it.
Seriously.
Physically go to a show and buy merch and this and that. That's real fans. So he's shitting on somebody saying, yeah, y'all can stream a little bit. Y'all ain't got real fans though. That's here today. What do you say, 60-day stars? Like, yeah, you can get streams up for a little bit and you cool on the streams, but you don't have people that are really invested in you to, come buy your tickets and come see you, Supreme Team parallels when a powder clears. So he's talking about Supreme Team, which is like the drug syndicate in Queens, New York. So he's just likening what they do with selling drugs and moving weight to the Supreme Team, who was dominating New York in a drug scene in the 90s. So that was dope. So that type of level when the powder, which is cocaine, clears, And
what do you say, you Zeus Network dudes? You hear me loud and clear.
That was hard.
I didn't even know what Zeus was until George put me on that. Well, he told me about it. Not that you watch Zeus. I don't know if you watch that.
Nah, but I know of it though.
But I was like, what the hell is Zeus Network and shit? You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, that's all the, the low budget black shit.
Yeah.
No, I was just joking.
You know what? You got me thinking, man. Because I'm wondering if Zeus, it's kind of like how OnlyFans is like known for like the prostitution and shit, but they like, it's really not.
But
like,
it's not what, that's not what they intended it to be. And there's other people that actually have legitimate channels. Yeah.
So you got me looking at Zeus. Like, does Zeus have like cooking shows and shit on
George
there?
didn't say it was black shit. That was a joke.
Yeah. But you're on the right page though. Zeus Network. So Zeus Network shows. Because I'm looking at it because I'm like, I don't know what other shows are on Zeus besides, I think, what Bad Girls Club and the ratchet shit, which is why he's saying, he's looking at it in a condescending way. Like, you Zeus Network, low tier, fighting on TV, Jerry Springer shit. Like, that's what he's saying. But I'm curious to see what shows are on Zeus Network. Yeah, Baddies franchise, Jocelyn's Cabaret, One More Chance.
What's Jocelyn's Cabaret though?
Jocelyn's Cabaret. I want to get to it. I want to get to it. I think that was in Vegas too, the Jocelyn's Cabaret. But you know what that's about, Cabaret.
Yeah, exactly.
And then One More Chance, you know what I'm saying? So you already know what that is. So I'm looking and that's all I'm seeing at their highlight. It may be like, family friendly shows on Zeus, but that's what the point is. That's what Zeus is known for, the ratchet shit. So,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But he's saying y'all hear me loud and clear though.
Yeah. Y'all know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? Your 20-year thousandaires, the types of dudes
that like fucking sit there and blow up money in the videos and shit. That's like all the money they got. All right, pick all that shit up, man, please.
After
the videos done there, please
start stepping on shit.
Hold on. No. I need that. That's like all the money I have in my life.
Exactly. Right. Your camera's off.
That $50,000. That's all I got, man. Please, give me that back, please. Thank you so much.
Right. So it's just this condescending, the way he's talking. He's talking from an elevated position and looking down on the ratchet dudes, the 20,000 the browsing like that's what y'all are. You know what I'm saying? I think he said something else too. Yeah, get these 5,500 of hosting dudes out of here. Like, the types of dudes that you take your little $5,000 or whatever, $5,500 to host a club party or something like that. Like, he's beyond that. You know what I mean? I'm on walkways with Louis Vuitton and we closing big business deals and you taking, you know what I'm saying, the little club appearances. Like, you got to risk your life because you get motherfuckers shooting clubs up. You got to risk your life to get that $5,500. You know what I'm saying? Then he said the only Audi here is driven by my au pair. I think that's like a butler or something like that. Like
that's rich people stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But the butler, basically my butler drives an Audi.
Yeah.
He said the only Audis here is driven by my au pair. Like, my butler's driving shit like that.
Yeah.
Because we got the sand color Rolls Royce. We like Saudis here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like motherfuckers, a Saudi Arabian prince with the type of shit we whipping. You know?
A Mercedes with shame and shit. That's what Drake said at Having Our Way and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I drive a Mercedes with shame. Like, nah, fuck all that.
Oh yeah. Then there's the references, right? Ghostface with the wrist, bird falcon there. We know that Ghostface had that big ass wrist bracelet that had a whole falcon on it. That was fly. You know what I'm saying? But basically, that's just him saying that I'm getting jewelry, like fly jewels and shit. Willie Falcone trunk full of talcum hair. Willie Falcone. I don't know if that's the Italian crime syndicate, like the Falcones, or if that's referencing someone else. But basically, it's like a plug, a connect, or somebody that's a high-level dude that's moving drugs.
Wasn't that the dude?
Talcum is powder drugs, is what he's referencing.
I think Falcone, wasn't that the dude in Miami that was moving all the drugs and shit?
His name sounds familiar. Maybe it was a Cuban.
He did like 20 years in prison or some shit like that. Something like that.
It sounds familiar. But MIA, you know what I'm saying? Because I think he said bypass MIA. Too much crowd in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So basically he's saying, bypass the crowds in the airport.
Yeah.
We going out to the private jet, the clear port. We don't have to worry about crowds is what he's saying. It's just an elevated way of saying that I'm on a different level than you financially. Yeah, I spent summers with Connects. Love that mountain air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, painting the picture. The beauty about the Clipse, man, is that they're very smart guys. They're very intelligent. The layered references that they give you, the pictures that they paint, it's not just nickel bag on the corner raps. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they're talking from an elevated standpoint, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're at the top tier of this drug shit. We dealing with connects in the mountains. We meeting up in the mountains in Aspen and shit, talking about our empires and all that, right? There's just speaking from an elevated perspective, looking down on these dudes. That's thousandaires, you know what I'm saying? That's trying to talk crazy. So he went crazy on that verse on some laid back.
Yeah, he did.
All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah, shotgun with your ex feels like Malcolm's near. Send a hit through a text, ain't no shouting
Yeah,
here.
shotgun with your ex feels like Malcolm's there, you know, so your girl is riding shotgun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Malcolm is famous, known for that, you know, holding a shotgun, looking out the window or whatever case may be. But your girl is riding shotgun, though. It's like Malcolm's there. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, he said shotgun with your ex. So she's now your ex because, you know, you found out that she was with a real one. You know what I mean? She was in the vicinity of a real one.
You would think so. You would hope so.
He's your ex now, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
She will be your ex.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Willie Falcone trunk full of talcum here. Shotgun with your ex feels like Malcolm's near. Send a hit through a text, ain't no shouting here. Bypass MIA, too much crowd in there. I spent summers with connects, love that mountain air. P.O.V. kilos in my back. Take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists, where's my prize at?
Call me Mr. Brella, how I weather the storm. At 43 milli, I peel off like an orange. I got deaf and blind bitches trying to see what it do. Little feature niggas threaten to sue. Tell your lawyer to set the fee. LaFerrari doors open up like it's therapy. That number ain't bread to me. That million is crumbs. You niggas is bums. I'm not a tough guy. I'm a fly boy. Them beats get you stung.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it real quick. But, you know, so clearly, like, what one of the things that Pusha T had mentioned throughout the press run is that Tyler, the Creator is a big hip hop guy. But he said that Tyler, the Creator is like a big Clipse fan. He just looks up to him, yada, yada, yada. So the way he's approaching this, you could tell that he's mirroring how Clipse rap. He said, tell your lawyer to set the fee. LaFerrari doors open up like it's therapy. Like, that's the way Clipse raps. So he's deliberately matching what, you know, just historically is the Clipse cadence. So it's kind of like an ode to Clipse while he's rapping with Clipse. I just think that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, call me Mr. Brella, how I weather the storm. At 43 milli, I peel off like an orange. I got deaf and blind bitches trying to see what it do. Little feature niggas threaten to sue. Tell your lawyer to set the fee. LaFerrari doors open up like it's therapy. That number ain't bread to me. That million is crumbs. You niggas is bums. I'm not a tough guy. I'm a fly boy. Them beats get you stung. Oh, nah, yeah, they will bust for me. Tricky niggas puzzle me. I could never buy a bitch a Birkin cause she fucking me. I got homes I ain't sleeping in. The options, my nigga Push. Keep dirty white moving like mosh pits, they watching. I'm like white bitches the way I pop shit. I need God to play the lead in my biopic. The curse of the sea.
That little, you know, that little portion right there, though. You know what I mean? He was saying some shit. He said, keep dirty white moving like mosh pits.
Yeah.
Dirty white is crazy, though. Yeah. So obviously he's referencing white, you know, like a rock concert, metal concert where white people are in a mosh pit, literally. But you call them dirty white. You know what I'm saying? Like grungy motherfuckers, you know? But dirty white as in drugs, right? Yeah. Moving, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like how he said Push keeps dirty white moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we know he ain't, you know what I'm saying? So he understands, you know what I'm saying? They watch, then he said they watch, and I'm like the white chicks, the way I pop shit, you know what I'm saying? Pop shit, white chicks, they pop music, but the way I pop shit, the way I talk my shit, you know? And then he said, I need God to play the lead in my biopic. I thought that was dope too. I need God to play the lead in my. I'm just a crazy stunting button push with that one. You know what I'm saying? Cool. He rapping though.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was cool.
I'm a fly boy, them beats get you stung. Oh nah, yeah, they will bust for me. Tricky niggas puzzle me. I could never buy a bitch a Birkin cause she fucking me. I got homes I ain't sleeping in. The options, my nigga Push. Keep dirty white moving like mosh pits, they watching. I'm like white bitches the way I pop shit. I need God to play the lead in my biopic. The curse of the Z rolls where you become the devil or the tap dancing Negro. I came to terms that I'ma probably outgrow my hero. Come get with me.
P.O.V. kilos in my mind.
I like that too. Curse of the Zeros, when you become the devil, right?
Or the tap dancing
Negro.
Or the tap
dancing Negro, right? That's there's a lot of depth in that, man, because it's always like, are you selling out for the money?
Right.
You know what I mean? What are you doing to make money, right? Do you really feel good about it, right? You know what I'm saying? You really feel good about what you're doing. You can look yourself in the mirror and just say that you did things in an honorable way, or a way that you could at least feel like that it's honorable. You know what I mean? Because you know that's relative based on who you're talking to.
Right.
But I thought that was great because are you becoming the devil? Right? Are you just doing whatever you can just to make money? You know what I'm saying? Like including when he says tap dancing Negro. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna have you do this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? And really culturally. Not standing up for what you believe in, so to speak, for money.
It's the gift and the curse, right? But I think he ended it by saying, I came to terms that I'm gonna probably outgrow my heroes after he said that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's his way of saying that a lot of his heroes did sell out. A lot of his heroes did succumb to the money and became, and one of his heroes, I will say this, one of his heroes was Kanye West. He was a big fan of Kanye West. So I don't know if that's a reference to maybe, not saying that it's only Kanye, but a lot of his people, the people that he looked up to and held in high regard, are going out a certain way, maybe in his opinion. He was like, so I'm probably going to outgrow them, and maybe even outgrow them financially, outgrow them spiritually, outgrow them like as a person, their character and this and that. Like I'm like surpassing them on every level, you know, and they succumb to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What comes along with the devil, you know what I mean? The money. When
people say Kanye, I'm like, yeah. Because Kanye will say something that's really insightful and then end it on some wild shit. Like he'll say, you know what? You know, you look at what's happening in the black community and you see that we need to invest in the black community because they, you know, we have less choices and stuff like that. We don't necessarily have the opportunities that other people have. So that's why I think we should invest and we should kill all white people. You're like, what? But you started that great.
I was taking notes and wait a minute, what?
Yeah, like, what the fuck did you
Or
just
he'll
say?
say, but fuck black people though.
Yeah.
But didn't you just say you wanted to say, yeah, you know?
You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You started off good, but nah.
And I think the reason Kanye came to mind, the reason why I said his name first is because him and Tyler are going back online, or I think they unfollowed each other and shit like that. So I think that he may have had that in his mind while creating this. And on top of that, it's just, again, you know, Kanye is just he was for a while there, right? He's calmed down as of the last month or two. He was having a manic episode, we'll say. Let's move on.
The way I pop shit, I need God to play the lead in my biopic. The curse of the zeros, where you become the devil or the tap dancing Negro. I came to terms that I'ma probably outgrow my hero. Come get with me.
P.O.V. kilos in my mind. Back take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists, where's my prize at?
If they had to weigh the operation, call it obese. I mix it like Mahomes, then I tell them go deep. The rag top drop, playing hide and go seek. The Bentley leather match the pipe and that's the motif. Just to think I built a rap career off an OZ. I'm watching new niggas rap just to OD. If I didn't give you both sides, I wouldn't be me. I was the only one to walk away and really be free. As far as I'm concerned, I do really be he. I can open up my closet.
Yo, Malice is just such a wealth of wisdom to me. Like when I think of Malice, he's like a griot. You know what I'm saying? He's just that motherfucker is so poetic and just has so much depth and wisdom to what he says. First of all, he started off by saying, if I had to weigh the operation, I'd call it obese.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Heavyweight.
Like
yeah, then he said, I mix it like Mahomes and I tell him go deep.
Go deep.
So we know, obviously, Patrick Mahomes is who he's referencing. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's a quarterback, so he obviously, as being a quarterback, people have to go deep to catch passes. But I tell him go deep. And also, Mahomes is mixed as well. So I mix it.
Yeah.
Mahomes is biracial mixed. Like Mahomes, and I tell him to go deep. I mean, I'm assuming just go sell the work. You know what I'm saying? Go deep. You know what I mean? Go get that work off for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm taking that line. Then the rag top drop, playing hide and go seek.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a slick line.
It's slick.
It's slick.
You know what I mean? Bringing the top out, putting the top down, you know, again, just playing on, I'm getting money, driving fly cars. The Bentley leather matched the pipe, and that's the motif. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like artistic, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the Bentley, that shit is just
like,
art.
Yeah, there's beauty to it.
Beauty to it. Shit, you know what I'm saying? He said he built a rap career off of OZ. Then he said, I'm watching these new dudes rap just to OD. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking he's referencing the newer generation rapping about doing drugs. You know what I mean? Like, I built a career off of OZ about talking about, you know, selling drugs, being a, you know, not being a user, but being a dealer. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching these new dudes glorify being the fiend.
And he said, if I don't give you both sides, it wouldn't be me. He's like, I was the only one to walk away and really be free. Before he went the religious route, man, is, you know, hey, I used to talk about selling drugs and with Clipse back in the day. And then, you know, I kind of found God and went more on that path. You know what I'm saying? So I could give you both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he said. That's the only way I could really be free. You know what I mean? I think that's a biblical reference. You know what I mean? He believes in God or whatever, you know, religion that he's talking about.
It's an entendre there too.
Yeah.
It's sort of like I can only be free as in I can free myself, my spirit, but also literally not being locked up. I'm
that's
the
true
one
too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one out of maybe all my guys that kind of made it out, and I'm actually free, but also can free myself from the burden of something that I probably did in my past that I'm not too proud of as well, I think, which is, again, there's you know, layers to what Malice says oftentimes.
Call it obese. I mix it like my homes, then I tell them go deep. The rag top drop, playing hide and go seek. The Bentley leather match the pipe and that's the motif. Just to think I built a rap career off an OZ. I'm watching new niggas rap just to OD. If I didn't give you both sides, I wouldn't be me. I was the only one to walk away and really be free. As far as I'm concerned, I do really be he. I can open up my closet with the skeleton key. If I lied to myself, I could sell it to me. I done sung along with rappers I never believed. Came back for the money, that's the devil in me. Had to hide it from the church, that's the Jekyll in me. I never thought twice with the pressure.
Malice is different, man. He's always been different, though.
Buddy.
Man. Always. They said to hide shit.
That was hard.
Jekyll and me.
Yeah, man. But before that, he said the skeleton. You know, like skeletons in your closet. What did he say?
Skeleton key.
I can open up my closet with a skeleton key, right? Usually it's skeletons in your closet, right? You know what I mean? But he's saying that he's got skeletons in his closet, but he can open it up with a skeleton key. That was a cool play on words, saying that you got secrets that you're probably not proud of. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope.
Again, this might be a little bit of a reach, but skeleton key, you know, he sold drugs, maybe a key, but
that's true too, yeah.
The skeleton in his closet is in regards to keys and drugs, right? That's part of it as well. But yes, to your point, yeah, I can open up my closet. I got some skeletons in there. That was tough.
And then if I lie to myself, I could sell it to me.
Tough. I'm so good at selling this shit that I could lie to myself if I wanted to and sell it. Like, you know, Jay had
yeah.
I'm a hustler, baby.
Yeah.
I sell water to a well. He's saying a well, but also a well, W-E-L-L-W-H-L. It was like entendre. Like, I could sell to anybody, including I can lie to I can convince I'm so good at selling, I can convince my own self. He said, I done sung along with rappers I never believed, you know, came back for the money. That's the devil in me. Had to hide it from the church. That's the Jekyll in me.
Yeah, that's tough.
Come on, man.
That's tough.
Come on, man.
That's tough.
Dude, that might be the line of the song.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's
right
crazy. That is crazy. So, came back for the money. So we know, obviously, we talked about it already, right? Malice was kind of on his sort of spiritual journey. I think he put a couple albums out under No Malice, right? Within this 15 years that they hadn't put out a Clipse album, he put out 2 albums himself, right? Himself under No Malice, which means no malice, means no harm, right? You know what I'm saying? Again, it's just signifying that he's on a different path.
Right.
But he came back for the money though. That's the devil in me. You know what I'm saying? And what do they say in religion? It's like, you know, we're not perfect. Man is not perfect. We know man, if you're a man or a woman, whatever the case may be, if you're a human being, you're going to sin. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's him just, you know, even though I'm on a different path, I have been saved, so to speak, that doesn't mean that I'm perfect. And I am going to make, you know, I'm going to succumb to these sort of devilish, you know, thoughts, right? So I'm selfish, man. I had to come back for the money. That's devil in me. Then had to hide it from the church. That's the Jekyll in me. But so when you think about both sides, right? I think that there's obviously both sides of the rap game, but both sides of who he is as a man as well, right? Yep. Like the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is who he's referencing, where Dr. Jekyll was the person that was, you know, he created the monster Mr. Hyde.
And he hid.
Yeah, that was
hard.
He hid
Mr. Hyde. You know, I think Mr. Hyde was the name. He hid that from everybody.
I had to hide it, but Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
So I had to hide a part of myself from the church because I didn't want them, you know, because again, I'm saved. I'm on a different path now. I had to hide. I had to get to the money, which is, you know, his own selfish means of living, right? Because he's a man, right? But again, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You know, that's the devil in me, man. We all have flaws. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was
the way he put that.
Dope as hell.
If I didn't give you both sides, I wouldn't be me. I was the only one to walk away and really be free. As far as I'm concerned.
And also, you know, sorry to say that, but if I didn't give you both sides, if I didn't tell you the full story, then I wouldn't be being real. And I think that's kind of what people talk about. If I'm gonna talk about this drug shit, I'm not gonna glorify it and say it's all peaches and cream and everything's perfect. No, this is the downside of it. And I think that's, to me, what separates someone like Clipse and these guys, these top tier lyricists. They give you the good and the bad, because it's not something that's positive. It's not something to be glorified. You know what I'm saying? But also you have to tell your story. But what comes with real stories, like people keeping it real, is death, destruction, and jail, and all this other stuff that comes with it. So if I didn't tell you that, I wouldn't be keeping it real with myself and keeping it real with you. I thought that was just dope.
Yeah.
I mix it like my homes, then I tell them go deep. The rag top drop, playing hide and go seek. The Bentley leather match the pipe, and that's the motif. Just to think I built a rap career off an OZ. I'm watching new niggas rap just to OD. If I didn't give you both sides, I wouldn't be me. I was the only one to walk away and really be free. As far as I'm concerned, I do really be he. I can open up my closet with the skeleton key. If I lied to myself, I could sell it to me. I done sung along with rappers I never believed. Came back for the money, that's the devil in me. Had to hide it from the church, that's the Jekyll in me. I never thought twice what the pressure would be, cause niggas change look just like oppression to me.
P.O.V. kilos in my back. Take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6 mil behind Tyvek. They content create, I despise that. I create content, then they tries that. Run these jewels, there's rules I don't buy back. I've topped all these lists, where's my prize at?
That was hard. That was hard.
Yeah, man. Dude, the Clipse,
That was hard.
They're just, dude, what I love about them, man, is they talk their shit, they flex, they do the big boy talk or whatever, but they're more than meets the eye. When you hear about that, like, people can kind of, Pusha T and Malice to a degree, early Malice, man, they got this bad rap about talking about drugs. And I'm like, if you only are getting they're talking about drugs from this, there's so much life lessons and things that come from that lifestyle.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really what it is about, when why people like street rap, because embedded in street rap is real life lessons, real life shit. It's just a more dynamic story to kind of tell, to be honest with you, because there's so much that comes with it. Trauma, pain, risk, reward, ambition, right? These are all things that come with this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Drawbacks, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I get from Clipse's music. It's just the full, it's like the human condition is really, if you're selling drugs, you're experiencing all these things that come along with the human condition. You know what I'm saying? And they do that so well. They're poets with the way that they do it, man. They crush that, and I hate that first beat, though. I hate that doom, doom, doom. I just don't like the beat.
Like that? Okay.
But they rap so well that it's not a skip to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the first beat. I actually like the second beat that Malice was rapping on. I don't like that first beat at all from Preroll.
Okay.
But because they rap so well, I'm still rocking with it.
Yeah.
So, man, salute to the Clipse and Tyler the Creator. I thought he rapped well on it. It was fun seeing him get a little bit more on his edgy side. Because he started off on some troll shit with Odd Future and all that other shit. So seeing his development, not necessarily for me from what I've heard from Tyler the Creator, but I've always appreciated his uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? So salute to him and the Clipse, man. Yeah, the album so far, Ryan was saying when we was listening to it, he's like, dude, I gotta check this album. I gotta check this album. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, man.
Thus far, man, I got it as album of the year. So we'll try to get to maybe one or two more off this just to let y'all know that we see y'all. Sorry we couldn't get to it early, but life is life. So, all right, man, that's the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost to Vegas. We out.